Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 30 Days of Mad Engineering Challenge with me, Engineer Valentino Wall. In this first day of 30 Days of Mad Engineering Challenge, we will focus on introductions of mud engineering, functions of mud, compositions of mud, and types of the mud. What is mud engineering? Mud engineering is a science that focuses on the management formulations of drilling fluids or mud in the oil field. Uh, like throughout these 30 days, we will be talking about the management of the mud. How can we manage mud? And then throughout these 30 days, we will be talking about the formulations of the mud. Well, formulations of the mud. And then what is drilling fluids or what is mud itself? When that before we go on to talk about it, what is this thing called mud? Mud is a mixture of clay particles or soil and water to form a sticky and soft materials, okay, or solution. That is mud. It is very common in the oil fields, and I will be sharing some of it pictures also for those who may not be familiar with the such things. But just know that is a mixture of what? Of solid and liquid. And then there are solid now, solid, there are a lot of solids there. It's not like sand, it's not just sand. It is like cement when you are just making cement plus water. If you mix them, it can give you a product, sir. So this is a mud, but what we are mixing there is different. Okay, it is a solid, but a very different one. So today we will be focusing so on what? On functions of the mud, on compositions of the mud, and types of the mud. What is the function of the mud in the oil field? Mud can play a very crucial role in the oil field during drilling operations. One, mud cool and lubricate the drilling bits and drilling strings. So we know that when we are drilling, it is drilling bits that can be penetrated through the rock. So during the operations, it becomes very hot and it needs something to cool it and it needs something to make it to work easily because of the friction there. So mud is the one that can play that role. It cools and lubricate drilling bits and drilling strings, those fives and colons, other stabilizers. So it is a mud that can cool and lubricate these things. Second, formation pressure. Mud can control the formation pressure. We know that like when we have a fluid that is going down, it has its own pressure, and then formation it has its own pressure. For us not to lose those fluids, it is a mud or to the fracture, it is a mud that can control that formation pressure. Okay, this is a very important role of the mud to control the formation pressure of the hole. And the third one, transport cuttings to the surface. It is a mud like we are going down to the something like 100, 200, 300 meters. Okay, and then to transport that cuttings to transport them, we are making hole. That means when we are making hole, there are cuttings, and those cuttings, it is a mud that can transport them to the surface, which is the very important roles of the mud. When the cuttings are not transport, they will accumulate, and they will not give us a chance or the bit to rotate or to go further, come on, unless you clean the hole, that it is a mud that can carry that cuttings to the surface, which is very important work. Also, mud stabilize the well, and stabilize the well, and what? And prevent the collapse. Like when we are digging, there's a well, and then this well not to collapse, it is a mud that can what? That can stabilize it and prevent it not to collapse, which is very important also, because when the well collapses, we will not operate anything again because the well has collapsed. So The mud is a very what? It's a very good uh, departments in the field. Another one also is what? Minimize the corrosions of the of what of equipment. Like we have equipment, we have these things that go down. These are steels, and steel can be it can get corrosions very simply, and it can be corroded. So for the to minimize the corrosions, it is a mud rolls. Also, mud rolls are another important. Also, it is the one that can help lock uh, mud lock or lock engineers to interpret what formations have we reached and what types of the tools, what type of demands, how are we going to monitor the well. It is mud that can bring those information to what? To log engineers, which is very important. The second aspect is what? Is the type of the mud. Type of the muds. We have three types of the mud. We have water-based mud, we have oil-based mud, and we have emulsion-based mud, which is very important. These are the three important aspects of mud, which are very important, and you need to know them. What? Water-based mud, oil-based mud, and emulsion-based mud. Okay, and then the other aspect, which is very important aspect also, is the compositions of the mud. Yeah, mud is composed of some things. What are those things? We have four compositions of the mud, which is very important. It's different from making cement, okay, or it's different from making slurry or slurry of the cement. So it's very different. So we have what we the most important things to be there as a one of the components of the mud is what? Liquids. And within this liquid we have what? Water and oil. We have oil based mud, you hear it, and we have water based mud, and then we have emulsions based mud. Oil based mud, like we have liquid, is one of compositions of a mud, which is water and what? And oil. Number two, we have what? We have solid, which is very important. Like in solid, we have like limestones, and then we have sands, we have silica. Okay, these are very important, and we have burite, which are very important solid materials that are very important during the mud. And then we have another one which is very important. Half of solid, half of liquid is like solution. That is what we call colloidal colloidal particles. Colloidal particles is number three. Colloidal particles is like we have a swirling clay. We have one swirling clay. Second, we have non-swirling clay. There are some clay that can swirl when the water comes in, can swirl, and then there are some clay that cannot swirl. Even if you bring them in contact with water, they will just go like that. So these are also number three. Number four is what? Number four is like specifics, chemicals. These are the very important things, and you need to know them. And one by one, we shall be going through. All right, just stay tuned. And this one brings us to the ends of our what? Of our challenge of today of mud engineering. I am very happy for being with me from the beginning to the end of this video. Stay tuned for day two of mud engineering challenge. Engineer Valentino